Yo. Oh, the puppy's falling down. What do we think? Is the little chocolate lab. 7 weeks old. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get that podcast mic. Get that podcast mic. Look at him. Oh, he's got all the bets. Did you research? Did you do research? Oh, you should do. You did good research. This is my puppy. This is number 2 for the fam. I'm going to go put him down in the other room, all right? I'll be back, and then we'll make some bets. Peace. You did a good job. He was licking the mic.
So it was ASMR.
Oh, fun. What up, my friends? What is up? Oh, man, where's the camera going? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. What a time yesterday. My gosh, that was an incredible day of football. It was the reminder for OGs who have been betting on this sport and really just for NFL fans that not only is NFL king, but there's another level of its, kingship, the NFL kingdom. The playoffs are second to none. We had 2 barn burners, classics, if you will, to kick off the wild card weekend. And now we've got 3 games on tap today. It's going to be a great day of betting on sports. Bills and Jags. The Bills are now the dogs going into Sunday after opening up at -1.5. The 49ers opened up at +4.5. That line has moved all the way to +6.5, which is wild. And then we've got the Chargers still sitting there at +3.5. And my man Sean just popped up in chat. There he is. He went 8-0 yesterday. 8-0 inside Discord for the VIPs. Sean making up for what the NBA was, which was an absolute disaster. Hornets up by 50-something points at halftime. Miami down by 30 at halftime. 2 games finished under 200 points. It was that's out of 5 games. And that 5th game, it was like a 30-point blowout in the 4th quarter. Starter set. There was only 1 game where there were starters to close out the NBA games yesterday. Only one game. That was the Clippers game, which finished with I believe 192 points. One of the lower scoring games you'll see in the last couple of weeks. It is rare for teams not to score over 200 points, and they finished with 192. Both teams under 100. That was the only game out of 4 where starters finished the game. Awful. And I say that because today is the day for NFL. I ain't touching NBA. I am so sick and tired of the volatility in that sport. NFL continues to print money. It's so fun to bet on too. And at the games, I mean, who doesn't want to watch these games? These games are unbelievable. If anybody saw the Christmas Day numbers, 20 million viewers was the lowest viewership for any of the 3 Christmas games. The top 3 NBA viewed games totaled 18 million viewers. So by the way, let's also paint another picture here. The 4 NBA games on Christmas were incredible. They were great. They were fun to watch. They were close, competitive, star-filled. I mean, we're talking MVPs. We're talking Hall of Famers loaded on that slate. All 4 games, great. It was the most viewed day for NBA Christmas in 15 years. Electric for them. All 3 games, 6 million viewers. All 3 games added up 18 million total. NFL on those 3 games, disgusting. They were awful games. Every single one of them was like low scoring, garbage 20-point games, like 27-7. We had 16-6 or something. They were just like trash football, awful Raiders and Chiefs. It was disgusting. And those games still had more views than the top 3 NBA games. They're just different sports, man. They're just different sports. So we got NFL Sunday here, and I've already started to showcase some of this here and talk about these lines. Those lines I was referring to, Novig Sportsbooks here. Beautiful lines. I mean, even tomorrow, very interesting. Getting the Texans at -2.5 here on the road against the Steelers. I mean, we have phenomenal looking football games to close out the wild card weekend. And hopefully NFL stays profitable because it's been phenomenal. So what I want real quick today, we'll start here with the Bills and the Jags, and then we'll move down the list. We're going to go game by game. I want to do it like this, and then we're going to talk about like touchdown bets, ladder bets, our parlays, all those degenerate things. And let's just go game by game because it's the wild card playoffs. We need to talk about it. Hopefully, you watched my 2 YouTube videos earlier this week. A lot less views. I get it. We're in the playoffs time of the season, so who knows? We'll see how many people tune in for this today. We are at 537 viewers as I'm getting through the introduction. A newer introduction, as you saw the puppy on air today. Oh, yeah, the puppy. We just got him yesterday. So very exciting time in the Donuts household. So we'll go game by game. First game, what do we think here? Bills, Jags. Who do y'all have? Jags opened up as 1.5-point dogs. Sharp money came in on the Jags. That line has moved. They are now favorites. The Bills are now plus 114. They are plus 1.5 spread, plus 100. You might as well at that point just take the money line. How frequently do you finish with like a 28-27 ball game and a 1-point score for them to cover? If they cover, they likely win, right? It's kind of how I see it. Watch them go out there and win today like 21-20 or lose 21-20. And they would have covered and lost the game. The money line loses. I guess that could happen. Yeah, certainly. It doesn't. It's not like it doesn't. Who do y'all think wins this game? I think the odds for both are fine. I would have liked the Jags at plus odds, and I like the Bills at plus odds. I'm not a fan of taking either when they're favorited in this one. This is going to be extremely close. So, chat, let's see who I have to ban today. Okay, ban this guy. Hey, mods, ban him. All right, make him a mod. Jags or Bills, that's who we're talking about. Yup, Jags. Okay, Doug, we've had a good run together. You gone, banned. David, banned. Definitely. Bills. Okay, locked. VIP, mod forever. Let's go. Jags get exposed. Bam, Max. Locked in. Mod. Bills all day. Mad Dog knows what's up. Here we go. Oh, Dimitri, banned for sure. Get him out of here. Ridiculous. Terrible take. Oh, just ban half my viewership. I don't care. Let's go, baby. Josh Allen on the wall. Gonna lead us to victory. I actually had a really nice new Bills whiteout zip up, and I was like, I'm gonna wear that for the show. Bills pride, baby. And then, Chocolate Lab just peeing and pooping everywhere. Can't stop pooping. So, yeah, definitely did not wear that today. Did not wear that. Hold on, let me close my door before my dogs run in here. All right, bringing up my notes. Let's get to it, my friends. We got money to make. Gonna be fun. I'm excited about today's slate. Listen, it's gonna be difficult for me to not be biased here. At this point, like I am just obsessed with the Buffalo Bills. Constantly talking about my love affair with them inside Discord, things like that. I got problems. So give me the Bills to win. And I've been thinking about this a lot more this week compared to my Saturday video. I can see something like this occurring, lower scoring. And I believe I said that earlier this week. I think the Bills win. And we got some player props in this game that I think really stand out because I'm starting to paint a picture here for what I envision. And I actually think you could run out like an alternate line for the Jags. I'm very zoomed in here. What is that? 400%? Oh my gosh, I couldn't see. I'm seeing like a scenario here where we could parlay something like this. I love it. And let me show you what it looks like over here on DraftKings. I do this over here as well. I'm not able to do it on Novig, so I usually do my player props and stuff there when I was able to. So, boom, bam, and then this. Always. Plus 1,000. Oh, my gosh. Look at all the bonuses. They're getting me in. What do we got here? Exclusive loyalty. I don't know what that is. 30% boost. I click. All purpose. 30%. 30% SGP. And a loyalty. Max a hundo on most of them. All expire. Oh, this expires 2/9. Okay, so I can save that. Maybe I'll save that for like the Super Bowl, something fun. Expires and okay, so I got to use it this weekend. All right, cool. Yeah, something like this I could totally see occurring, right? Who couldn't? Close game. 27-24, Bills win. That's under 51. Jags cover, Bills win. I mean, come on. Come on. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. I love it. I love it. Now, here's the deal. If you think it's the other side, I don't blame you. I don't. And I'll tell you what. The Bills could absolutely lose this game. I don't think that either team blows out the other, though. I actually think that this is one of those spots where, if you want to run the 7.5, I think you could do that. Like, this is not, listen, you think the Jags win? Cool. That's fine. I get it. They are red hot. They are so freaking hot right now. It's not even funny. Potentially hottest team in the NFL. Right there with the Texans. And if you're like donuts, come on, man. These guys are putting up points. Well, there you go. Jags win over 51.5. Bills cover. You're looking at a barn burner, 31-27. Something like that, Just overs hit. Everyone's happy, except for Bills fans, and the covers hit. I totally could see this happening. Plus 500. I mean, plus 500. And I want to bring this up, too, to 731 people this morning watching the show. Thank you, first off. Thank you for watching today here on YouTube. 730 people for a playoff video on Sunday morning is wild. I mean, I'm only doing a video or two per week. I went from daily, of course, that's going to bring in more viewers to once or twice per week now. So thank you for 730 people to be showing up this morning. It means a lot to me. We have 528 on YouTube alone, another 220 on X. So thank you for that. Run up the likes if you can, by the way. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm here as frequently as I can be. NFL offseason is going to be 12 months of NFL this year. Offseason draft content, free agency, trending news. We're going to have futures betting shows. We're going to talk about best ball and fantasy. This is turning into an NFL channel. I can't wait for it. So I could envision something like this happening on both sides. So you can run out Bills money line, Jags plus 7.5, over 51.5, whatever you want to do. I absolutely can see that. Let's talk about some of the player props, though, because, I've really been thinking about throughout the week. I think there's ways that you can script this out. If you think this is going to be a higher scoring game, I think you got to go straight here to Josh Allen's pass attempts, like 32 plus. Josh Allen pass attempts, and if it turns into one of those shootouts, I could also see, Trevor Lawrence in a game like this start to run the football. Yeah, I mean, he's been running a lot lately, right? So we could start to script out like some parlays this way if you want to. Hey, by the way, a big spot you need to pay attention to today is Ty Johnson. Does he play or does he not? If he doesn't play today, James Cook receiving yards, Dalton Kincaid receiving yards. Like these guys, I think, end up getting the ball a heck of a lot more. So I think you could start to script out some player prop stuff here too by simply just paying attention to the news. And, the Bills all season, we know they're struggling with opposing running backs. And, they've gotten better over the second half of the year since their bye week. No doubt about it. So, yeah, I did see that news, and I feel like Ty Johnson's out. I mean, listen, they played him in a blowout last week to make sure that they got him his incentives, contract incentives. I was watching the game with my dad, and we kept sitting there like, oh, my gosh, get him his second touchdown so he can get paid that $250,000 bonus and get him off the field. He's so important in the passing game. They throw him passes like those wheel routes, like downfield and stuff. He's got speed. And so I was like, get him off the field. He's going to get hurt. We're not going to have him in a playoff game over this contract stuff. Pay him freaking money on the side if you have to. Get him off the field, though. And what do you know? Not going to be playing today, most likely. It's so annoying. Freaking coaches, man. Anyways, I think there's paths here where we can build out these parlays. If it ends up being a high-scoring game, you gotta think it's going to be something like this. Josh Allen heaving the football. Lawrence tucking and running it as they're going back and forth. Cook, Kincaid. You could go ETN Total yards, maybe rushing yards. Okay. The other thing you could do, yes, I agree that Brandon Cooks is in an interesting spot. He keeps getting those downfield targets, so maybe alt line. I don't know, whatever you want to do. He's getting downfield targets for the Bills. So parlays, I think, are going to be interesting for today's slate, just like they were yesterday. And on the flip side of things, like if you're watching this game today, that ends up being a lower scoring game, and the clock is being, teams are grinding the clock because they're running the football. James Cook 80 plus, ETN, what's 60 plus, 70 plus. Josh Allen rush attempts, I think, would go lower in this scenario if he's not throwing a lot, under 7.5. What else could we do? T-Law. I think that's probably a fair line. Like something like this, it's like, can I not put Josh Allen in there for rush attempts? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Then you're looking at running backs, quarterback, who's going to score a touchdown today? Josh Allen around the goal line, maybe something like that. And then you grab the lower. Like you can script this stuff out for the playoffs. I think this is like the best time to do so. Oh, I just pounded so much coffee. Woo! Oh boy, get it going. Come on, caffeine. Get through the body. So that's kind of what I'm thinking today. If it ends up being a high scoring game, I actually think it turns into like a Josh Allen passes the football, James Cook under for rushing yards. I believe I saw him at 82.5 on Novig this morning. So under 82.5 for James Cook. Actually an interesting spot to me. I think that he could catch the football a few more times today. 2, 3, 4 receptions, 20, 25, 30-yard ladder, something like that for James Cook, because it all circles around Ty Johnson. Listen, if Ty Johnson's active, everything I just said, I like the opposite. I like the opposite. So I'm excited about the game. I'm trying not to be biased. My biased Bills side wants to say Bills win. They cover the spread by a significant, 10 points, right? Jags get discovered today that they're frauds. And Bills are, they've been here before. Josh Allen, 50 yards rushing, a rushing touchdown, 2 passing touchdowns, 200 yards, a clean sheet, no turnovers. Bills win 27-17, something like that, under hits. I honestly like that's like my Bills fandom, That's kind of how I think it's going to go. But I'm trying my best not to come out here and sound like adult. It's hard not to, though. I'm a huge Bills fan. Let's take a look at the next game here. We've got another barn burner. And I actually think that in this one, give me the Niners now. I mean, listen, the Eagles at -4.5, I liked. But this line is moving way too much, in my opinion, for Brock Purdy. The Eagles just they don't appear to be that offense that we've had in previous years. Well, I guess last year, really, with Ben Johnson out there for Chicago now, clearly helping. And I know everybody's talking about the under. I kind of said it too, weather concerns, things like that. It makes me want to be contrarian. Everyone was concerned last night about the Bears too, the Bears game. That one went over. But I could see the Niners and this Eagles game going like this. Truly. Here, let me remove check spread for this one. Building out like little parlays, little SGPs. But I can see the Eagles walking away with a dub, with the 49ers keeping it close in this one. Again, no vig. No vig allows you to do this stuff. It's very slick. And I was also looking at this the other night when I was looking at the touchdowns. I mean, CMC, his touchdown odds here are absurd. Like, I don't want to bet on touchdowns in the playoffs. I just don't. But the odds you're getting for Christian McCaffrey are kind of nuts for a guy who scored the way he did this year. And again, look, best odds are on Novig this morning by a few cents. You'll see best odds on a lot of markets over there on Novig. I'm telling you, phenomenal place to play. CMC for a touchdown is phenomenal to me. All right. Because, of course, we know he can catch them. He had 7 this season through the air, and he can run them in. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. CMC in a really interesting spot. So while I didn't want to bet on touchdowns this week at all, because the playoffs are just, hey, there's no contract incentives. There's no, like, keep people happy with their roles and everything. Like, literally, the playoffs come around, it's just get in the end zone any way possible. Freaking kicker sneaks. Like, that's not, ain't going to happen. But the concept I'm trying to deliver here is that these teams will do whatever they have to do with whomever they have to do to get 6. It does not matter who it is anymore. So it makes me a little nervous, I guess, about CMC. But listen, if they cover the 6.5 point spread, he had to have gotten in the end zone, right? Like, if they cover 6.5 and he doesn't score, it must have been extremely low scoring. It must have been an extremely low scoring game. So if you want to run this today or anything else I'm talking about on Novig, go ahead and use code DONUTS, DONUTS. There's your spelling bee for the day. Donuts. Can you use it in a sentence? Yes. When signing up on Novig, use code DONUTS. there's your spelling bee sentence today. So CMC for a tutty, fantastic odds. Fantastic odds. -122. Probably my favorite touchdown bet of the day. Right there. My next favorite, by the way, would be Josh Allen at plus odds. Yeah, their defense definitely figured it out over the second half of the season. There's no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it. On the flip side, I like Saquon too. The tush push is becoming less and less of a thing for the Eagles. They've not been successful with it for the last 6 or 7 weeks. They've run it at a very low frequency relative to last season and even the start of this year. So I'm less and less inclined to look at Jalen Hurts anymore. But here we go, man. I think the touchdown parlay in this game, very interesting. Let's go over to Underdog real quick. I actually want to take a look. What do we have over here for Underdog? Do we have the touchdown projections on Underdog? I'm just refreshing. I'm on all the live stuff here. Josh Allen is there. Very nice to see. And maybe we'll just make we'll make an Underdog touchdown entry today. What do we think? Do we have touchdowns here for Saquon? No, but you know what I do like for Saquon today is attempts. Wow, first quarter rushing yards. Shockingly, this season, he had so many games. It's so bizarre. And I know I brought this up on a different show, that Saquon's first quarter stats have been fantastic this year. Fantastic, despite the fact that he often doesn't cover the full game. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Fantasy points, I guess, would be the next best thing. Rush attempts, rushing yards. I wish I had a touchdown there. What about CMC? Do we have a touchdown? Negative. All right. Well, maybe not. Never mind. We'll come back to this. We'll make an entry before we dip out today. An Underdog entry. Probably 3 to 5 legs for that. We'll come back to it. Let's go over here, though. Over to DraftKings we go. NFL. Niners. Eagles. All right. So we're getting a little funky. And again, Novig -118, much better than DraftKings today. Love it. I do. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just say thank you to people here on YouTube for a second. This is bizarre. You guys and gals are literally just the best. The best. 7 longest rush for the puppy. Over under of pooping in the house, 6.5. What a line. 711 people are watching here on YouTube. 20 minutes into the show. Again, perspective is everything, right? The peak of last season, I'd get like 250 peak viewers. My average viewers peak would be like 180. I was over the moon if that happened the first, 4 or 5 weeks of the season. Then it went downhill, slowly declined. This is the wild card round. Essentially, week 19, 19 weeks into the season. And 725 people here on YouTube are tuned in. Just mind blowing. Perspective is everything. Thank you so much for all the love here. Thank you for the 200 or so people that have hit the like button today. What are we at? 100 and let me refresh my page. 179 people hit the like button. I prompt one time in the beginning of the show. Just crazy. We've peaked over 1,000 viewers combined on both platforms today. Hoping we can get up to 1,000 for YouTube alone. Just crazy. Thank you so much, man. That's kind of nuts. It's just nuts to me. I like Brock Purdy. Oh, that's Jalen. Sorry. I like Brock Purdy today. Tuck it and run it a little bit too. I brought this up last week. That longest rush prop at like 7.5, 8.5 is always interesting. That got moved up a little bit. I don't believe you can use those in parlays either. So I think I would just look at his rushing yards outright. I think this is a really interesting way to go about doing business. So I like Brock Purdy. Hey, give me 1 second. Someone's at the door. All right, I'm back. My bad. Okay, so I can see something like this happening. Listen, A.J. Brown and his continued dominance here as of late has been phenomenal to watch, to be a part of, to call out, to highlight, to discuss. I mean, it's just been phenomenal. So I'm a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of A.J. Brown today. I think that he continues to just get absolutely peppered. I think he gets absolutely peppered. He's become what we always wanted him to be, the alpha. The alpha in this offense. My man's getting peppered with targets. So yeah, I like AJ Brown a lot today once again, and I'm running that. In a parlay today, I'd be a huge proponent of using him for parlays because he's like a boomer bust guy too. That's the other part of this is that AJ Brown is very much like he's going to go out there and he might get lost in the mix, or he is just the beginning and the end. I mean, we've seen 11, 10, 12 or so targets for A.J. Brown, 4 or 5 of the last 6 games. Receiving yards, he's been phenomenal, 95 plus 4 of the last 6 games too. Just, there's a lot to like here. There's a lot to like here for A.J. Brown. There really is. He's just been so darn good to close out the year. On the other side, you know who owes us a little bit of coin this week? I do. George freaking Kittle. Yeah. Last week, George Kittle, we had him for over 20.5 long reception. My guy Phil finished with a 20-yard reception. I can't parlay that in there. But I'm telling you right now, going back to the well with George Kittle, fine, in my opinion, for a long reception this week. What's his... Oh, did I close out my Sperry Edge? Uno momento, por favor. Let me open up that bad boy. Shop the odds, NFL. Georgie boy. George Kittle, long reception. Oh, my. There it is. BetMGM, 19.5. Hard Rock, 19.5. All right, let's go. Yeah, George Kittle, 19.5. I mean, again, I've talked about this one for 2 years now. Okay. First half of the season, no Brock Purdy. Look at the second half with Brock Purdy. Brock loves to target him down the seams. 30, 25, 33, 24, 26, 20. Oh, he was a yard short from cashing it. Go look at last season with Brock. Same thing. Same thing, my friends. At 19.5, cashed in 12 of 15 this season. Okay, here's the Brock Purdy games. Game 1, and then LA through Seattle. Absurd. He's missed 1 time this year. 12 of 15 last year. 7 of 8 this year with Brock. I love that line. And it's there once again. Again, BetMGM, Hard Rock, 19.5. You know, you can alt it here on DraftKings on FanDuel. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. Receiving props. Should be down here. Hold on. 20 plus. There you go. Same odds. Minus 155. I'm a fan. I'm just a fan. I like it. I like it once again. If this offense struggles at all, it's because Kittle struggled. Yeah, and that was like a, I'm trying to remember. You guys can remind me too. Yeah, Trent Williams back. He doesn't have to stay in. He gets to run more routes. That's a really good point, X15. It's a really good point. Yeah, that's why I liked Lawrence 25 plus rushing yards today for the Jaguars. I think that's a really nice play. I do. I think that's a really nice play. Again, I mean, you know what I can do after this, after I do this last game too, is maybe I'll grab all my favorite plays and put them in one long list for you all to look at. What do we think? Chat, let me know. Is that how you want me to do this? Let's do that. I got one more game to highlight, to cover, analyze, updated opinions, views, looks, whatever you want to call them. And then Juan and I go through, and it's just everything that's bouncing around up here. I will plop it down on the screen. You can look at it all, do what you want with it, my friends. If you want like the VIP stuff, that's the first link down below. Some of the VIP stuff, actually all of it, I think, is essentially moved or is moving. Dalton Kincaid, over 36.5 receiving yards. I posted like 4 days ago. I believe that's up to 40.5, 42.5, something like that. So, like, the VIP stuff is moving or has moved. This will, at the very least, should help you out a little bit. Matter of fact, let me see. Are any of my... No. Okay, hold on. There's a Saquon play that has not moved. There's a kicker play that has not moved. There's a running back receptions play that has not moved. There's two of them. There's a rushing yards play that has not moved, but the odds have changed. Okay, so Dalton Kincaid, really the one you kind of missed out on. Let's go. So my VIP stuff this week's actually sitting there and looking pretty. I had opened it up in a quick pick bot so I could track it all. I saw 4 picks from, who posted that this morning? Opto EV picks. Opto on the season, 61-41. So a 60% hit rate this year. He profited over 15 units for the NFL. That's not bad. And NBA, 24-8, and he's on 13-2 run. Oh my gosh. My man, my staff is goated. Fire just posted. Oh boy. He posted an NFL under for today with a bet link. Woo! Ooh, the VIP picks are coming in now. Here we go. I'm just checking Discord. That's how I get all these. Very excited. Anyways, that VIP link, first link down below and pinned in the chat. Mad Dog, thank you for that. Very, very kind of you to support us publicly like that. So thank you. Do appreciate it. 770 people on YouTube this morning. Absolutely absurd. Thank you so much, everybody, for that love. All right, let's do it. Let's go look at this last game, and then I'm going to do what I just said. I'm going to take every single player prop I like for today. I'm probably going to leave out a few of the VIP plays, though. Okay, I got to protect those. Got to protect the VIPs. Is this the same guy that was packing? No, my model had the Bears last night. What the heck, man? Model had the Bears and the Rammies. Chat was happy last night. Big night for VIPs. It was a good night. Matter of fact, let me grab the models. I'll show you what we had. Here was the models. First 2 games. I'll bring a screenshot up. You guys can see Nice little view, kind of with the VIPC. There we go. There we go. So, let's see. What did we cash? Money line. This, that, this, that. Rams, minus 10.5. Chalk. Chalk. Boop. There we go. So, Model did pretty well. The only player prop we had last night was the model prop was Puka Nacua. I can't show you the other ones. We had Puka Nacua, 90 plus yards receiving, minus 125 ESPN. That cash too. I don't even remember what I said. Did I say that the Packers would come back? Yes, model is on Tails and inside Discord. It was posted, I don't know what day that is. 1/9, January 9th, 2 days ago, 48 hours ago, at 9:39 a.m. All right. Back to work we go. Hi ho, hi ho. 773 people on YouTube, you freaking goats. Pro football. Last but certainly not least. Let's get to it. Oh, by the way, let me remind you, Houston, Pittsburgh, tomorrow night. So what am I going to be doing tomorrow? Live on YouTube. Once again, you can watch me tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. 10 a.m. Eastern, YouTube, Monday morning for the Monday Night Football wildcard game. Come back tomorrow. Get your cell phones. Turn on your alarms. I'm back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I'm back. Chargers, Patriots. So I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of those spots where earlier this week I said Patriots cover. I'm going to be real with you. As the week has gone by, from that Tuesday morning recording, again, I try my best, but that is 5 days ahead, right? I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday I posted that. 5 days ahead of that's recorded. I'm liking this. I actually think, similarly to what we talked about earlier, I think this is one of those games that could be parlay worthy. Let me show you. Those game parlays that I plus 1,000 every time. There it is again. Just very interesting to me. I actually like both quarterbacks to run today. Let me show you. Now, you could probably alt it for a parlay like this. Like this, I would not be shocked. Not in the slightest. Justin Herbert and Drake May, potential MVP. Drake MVP, most likely. It's got to be a 2-horse race between him and Matt Stafford, the ageless wonder. But I'm looking at this thinking, plus 2,300, not bad. Both quarterbacks tuck, both quarterbacks run. Close game. Chargers play well. They're healthier. Patriots at home. They win the game. Lower scoring. If you're like donuts, total's wrong. All right. Then you reverse it. You go over. But I will say this. The higher the score, the harder it is for teams to cover. It's just kind of the correlation. Lower scoring games, you get an opportunity. Make sure wrong tangent I was going to go on. On lower scoring games, there's just less of the consistent normal scores that are 3-point games. 23-20. That's under 45.5. 3-point game is covered. 24-21. That's covered. Under 45.5. 3-point game covered. 20-17. You know, these are like common multiples of 3 and 7. Field goals and touchdowns. 16-13. Gross. Ugly. Under. 17-14. Same old. When you go over, good luck. When you're talking about over 45.5, it could literally be anything, man. You're talking 6 touchdowns and a few field goals. So I would honestly, if you're choosing over, I don't know if I'm touching the spread. Or you're alting it. Maybe that's the play. If you go over, then you're looking at like a plus 7.5, which is fine, right? A plus 950. So I would look at the opposite. I mean, even simple stuff like this, like May, Herbert, 106. You know what else I really like in this game? I think Trayvon's rushing attempts, too low. Every game, Ramondre Stevenson's getting 6 to 8 touches. He popped off last week, big carries, a couple long ones, 131 yards, rushing on 7 carries. Rushing plays for all QBs don't look terrible today. Yeah, no doubt. I totally agree with you. Purdy, rushing, sure. Hurts, rushing, sure. Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Drake May, like literally all of them. Very interesting. They actually haven't been. Yeah, it feels that way. But when you look at the actual data, he's not been. It just isn't. It feels that way, though. It does feel that way. Let me read off the carries for you. You ready? Last 10 games, I have these on my side on my notes. Travion Henderson's averaging 13.7 carries per game. Ramondre Stevenson, 9.9. Now, it gets worse. Last 5 games, Ramondre, 8.2 touches, 8.2 carries. Here's his carry output, 12, 6, 8, 8, and 7. All right? 12, 6, 8, 8, 7. Travion, you ready? Last 5. 11, 14, 5 got hurt. Only played 19% of the snaps. 19, 13. So it's 4 healthy games, 11, 14, 19, 13. And he's averaged, even including that hurt game, 12.4 carries. So like a 50% increase. And when you look at the snap rates, that's where I think people might get a little confused because their snap rates are fairly even. But the problem is because most of Ramondre's snaps are not most of, but he's in there for passing downs because he can catch the football very well. And he also is a very, very good pass blocker out of the backfield. So Ramondre receiving, I think, is actually interesting at 15 plus as well. He's cashed that, I believe, in like 6 games in a row. Yeah, you'd think so too. He definitely is getting opportunities. But you know who scored 2 touchdowns inside the 5 last week? Travion Henderson. And maybe this is, a larger topic here, that the backfield of the Patriots is just a little confusing. They're hard to identify. Who does what? Things like that. So Travion getting 2 goal line plunges, kind of nuts. I can't figure him out. But anyways, let me go over all my angles here. 12 plus Travion. Receiving yards. Where are you? Ramondre. Keenan Allen, I talked about in my video. Old faithful, consistent, keeps catching the football. He's had 13 targets the last 2 weeks. He's had 5+ catches, like 4 of the last 5. He's taking a lot of the snaps out of the slot away from Ladd McConkey, which has really hindered his success this season. I don't think you need to alt it. I'm just trying to highlight some SGP opportunities, really and truly. I mean, you can get a little funky today. There's no doubt about it. Come on. I'm not entering plus 10,000s, but I want you all to see just all the different angles that I'm looking at today. YouTube, we reached over 800 today. My gosh. 800 people on YouTube is just wild. It's just crazy, man. How did we get here? I'm so thankful. I am so thankful. Let's see. I'm taking a look at the industry. What else we got? Only one other show. It's up there. It's large too, but they have almost 300,000 YouTube subs. We have more people watching than them. That's just crazy to me. We are a sixth of the size, and we still have more people watching. You are the greatest sports betting community ever. The engagement level from you all is absolutely absurd. I don't even think you understand. Like when I'm looking around the industry, I'm like, how do we shape up? You know, we could go toe to toe with any company, any content creator, anybody, any community out there. Like you have made this one special. You. It ain't me. It's you. I'm just a guy behind a microphone and a camera. Every Sunday for these live shows, you get together and you let it rip. Chat is absurd. We've had thousands of comments on some of these live shows. Thousands, literally 2,500 comments, things like that. It's absurd. It's crazy. It's crazy. You guys are the best. Hey, let's look at all of the angles game by game and make a big old list. Actually, I want to see what we got over here on Underdog. Let's do it. Y'all ready? Listen, y'all needed a house to go to, but it doesn't mean I can get people to show up for the party. You know what I mean, Rava? There's a lot of me's out there, and for whatever reason, you all have decided to congregate here. It's not even the biggest house, but we're overflowing. We're bursting at the seams. It's nuts. Thank you again. Let's do it right now. Y'all ready? Over here on Underdog, again, same thing. Code Donuts, DONUTS. DONUTS. Use it in a sentence. There you go. Here's your spelling bee. Tip. You ready? Use code Donuts when you are signing up on Underdog. There's your sentence. Use it in a sentence. There you go. Donuts. DONUTS. Code Donuts. Couple nice boosts today, too. Look at this. 40% boost. Dubs. Gimme pick. Dub. Oh, Mitch, I don't like this one. All right, use the gimme on it. Boom. Use it on Josh Allen. Whatever you want, do what you want. Do what you want. You ready? All right. Bam. Oh, Josh Allen, rush. Needs one rushing yard or one passing yards. He cashes. Do what you want. Apply your boost however you choose. You guys ready? Let's get to it. Game by game, Code Donuts here on Underdog. It is time. So I'm going to highlight all available potential props, projections that are interesting and in play to me. 15 plus receiving yards. I think you could alt that down. I like that for James Cook. Rushing yards. I think that he could go lower today. But it all depends on Ty Johnson. Ty Johnson's out. I think James Cook then becomes somebody I just don't touch for any unders, because I think with him on the field more for running yards, for receiving downs, gives them an opportunity, an extra couple carries. Josh Allen, rushing touchdowns is interesting. Pass attempts today, 32, 33, we talked about, is not there, so you can't use it there. But I do like him for a very interesting day, which could be a nice shootout type day for a touchdown. For his pass attempts, 32 plus, interesting. Dalton Kincaid, I had him at 36.5 for his original line. The line is clearly moved for good reason. I think rather than alting down to 34.5, you could probably run out the 3.5 receptions for Dalton Kincaid if you want to run that. Am I okay down here in the corner? It's supposed to do this. This is YouTube purposes. So, Dalton Kincaid, I think, is an interesting play at 3.5. Jacoby Myers, didn't mention him. I actually think he's the premier wide receiver, the primary wide receiver for them today. 50-plus receiving yards, a fine option nonetheless. Trevor Lawrence, rushing yards, 26.5. I think alting him, if you're putting together like an SGP, right, a single game projection entry, SGPE, making up terms here, on Underdog, I think is an interesting spot today as well. And there we go. There's 4 interesting picks today for the Bills game. Cook receiving, Josh Allen touchdown, Dalton Kincaid yards or receptions, Trevor Lawrence rushing yards in play as well. James Cook receptions or receiving yards definitely in play today, if and only if Ty Johnson remains out or ends up being out. Christian McCaffrey for a touchdown today. Oh, I like it so much. I think if anybody scores today, it's going to be him. Now, other than that, though, I don't like any CMC player projections. Saquon Barkley, rushing attempts, 18 and a half, 17 and a half, whatever it is now, fine. Rushing yards, I think is also probably a very interesting angle you can run out. I think that's fine. A.J. Brown receiving yards, I think, is the way to go if you target any of the pass catchers. Long reception for George Kittle here on Underdog, sitting there looking pretty. If you want to alt it down to 14 and a half or a 0.64 multiplier, again, fine. I'm offering these opportunities here for the alts because scroll over the top. Bam. You've got a 40% boost that you can use today. So you get an opportunity to target some of these alternate projections and still probably be in a good spot as well. So let's continue. Rushing yards for Jalen Hurts, I think, is interesting too. It's a playoff game. I think you could tuck it and run it a few more times today. Maybe alting him down to like 20 plus, fine. Brock Purdy rushing yards outright, I think, might be the angle, not alting it at all. His longest rush, this is always a fun one. It's sweaty, but he keeps running these longer carries, about 50% of his games. He gets like a 10 to 11 yard long rush. That's an interesting spot there. Drake May, let's go to this game. Again, I'm burning through all my favorite angles as quickly as I can. Drake May, first quarter passing yards is interesting to me. I think there's a chance he comes out firing today, and then they get the lead, 14-0, and then they start running the football a bunch. And if they run the football a bunch, that's where, Travion and Ramondre get an opportunity to carry the ball extra times. So Drake May, first quarter passing yards, I think is a very, very interesting angle. And I think if you're like, no, pass, I don't want anything to do with a quarter or a half or a segment of the game, well, then I think his rushing yards outright for the full game is probably the best spot you could look at. Travion Henderson, rushing yards, maybe. But I think the rush attempts, probably the best angle for him today, for sure. Justin Herbert, hey, I already talked about it a few times today. Rushing yards, I think, is very interesting for Herbert. He's very athletic, sneakily athletic and fast. I think maybe, outright rushing yards is probably the way to go. Some of these are getting mixed up. Hold on. Let me go game by game. I don't want favorites. I want NFL. There we go. Sorry. Chargers. There we go. Okay. Ramondre Stevenson, receiving yards. I like him today. That's an interesting angle. Listen, Omarion Hampton, I forgot to talk about, but if he's going to be getting 15 or so attempts today, his rushing yards I do like. It's just an interesting one. Hey, I already talked about Keenan. Remember, 13 targets last game, 5, 7. He's just kind of the target guy. And receiving yards, receptions. If this game is close, if they're coming from behind, if they're playing from behind at all today, I think there's 3.5 receptions in a playoff atmosphere game. A veteran gets leaned on. I think 3.5 receptions or receiving yards at 33.5. I think they're both fine angles. I do. I think they're both fine angles today. I'm trying to think, did I miss anything else worth talking about for these games? I don't think so. You guys want to run out a fun? I saw somebody make a quick comment. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do a quarterback rushing yards entry because I literally love them all today. And again, we've got a 40% boost. So let's just take a look and see what it looks like when you alt it down. And let's just see, is the return on your investment good enough to run this angle? I am intrigued. Let's leave him in there at 16.5. Go up to the Bills and Jacksonville. Joshy Poo, run him down. Trevor Lawrence. I like T-Law more in this game rushing. 26.5, I think is fine, honestly. But just for the sake of what this 40% boost looks like, let's take a look. Oh, I'm not going to be able to see the payout. Someone let me know. Chat, let me know right now. You let me know. Put this together. Put the boost on it. Let's see what it looks like. I've zoomed out for you. Let me get some water. I'm going to mute my mic for a second and drink a little. Woo! Just pounded so much of that water bottle. Man, I've been yapping straight through. Just blah, blah. So much. Closing in at an hour, it got up to 800, almost 850 live viewers here on YouTube. You guys are incredible. Just a special community. I hope you hit the subscribe button by now. And again, cell phone, alarm, 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. I'm back. We're going to do it. All right, Q&A. Let's do that. Let's do Q&A. Yeah, I'm talking so fast and so much. I even said, I was like, hey, I'm going to leave this up. Somebody tell me what the 40% boost is on this. And no one told me, and I think I said it all so fast, so quick that no one knew where I went or what was happening. Oh, well, that's fine. But I was going to make, I think I've talked so much about parlays and stuff today while I'm yapping. Let's just do Q&A. Straight out viable touchdowns. Already talked about that, but happy. Let's do it. Let's talk Q&A. What are our questions? Let me help you the best that I can. Okay? What do we like? I want to see what this looks like. Give me one moment to try out a new view of the screen. Okay? Un momento, por favor. Just want to see what this looks like. I'm going to remove. Let me add something to my streaming stage. And I'm going to look at share window only. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. Can I move it around on my side? That is nice. Now, it's a little odd for me because I am using the mobile view here. So it's kind of tiny. But I think for viewing purposes, you get me? So handsome. So handsome. And you get a nice big view of what we're looking at. All right. So somebody asked me for tutties. You want to see my tutties? I'll show you my tutties. CMC number one. Number one today. Chat overlay view. Chat overlay issues on TV. Oh, I wonder what it looks like. Yeah, that's the caffeine. That's the caffeine. I don't know how to move the YouTube comments on StreamYard. I don't think I can. They just show up at the bottom. This is not like OBS streaming software where I have full control over every little aspect. The overlay on StreamYard is like they give you the overlay, as far as I know. As far as I know. Yeah, you want my favorite touchdown of the day? It's CMC. And here's the problem. My other favorite touchdown of the day is Josh Allen. But you know, this is as biased as it gets. Here's the deal, though. I like him a lot because I think if they get inside the 5, inside the 10, like, is there any quarterback in the NFL with more tuck it and run it upside than Josh Allen? And the other aspect is like, if his wide receivers can't get open and they want to protect the football, no turnovers inside the red zone. No turnovers inside the red zone. Tuck it and run it. Tuck it and run it. That's how I view it. Now, I wish the odds were better. That's the problem. I do wish the odds were better. You want to pick a favorite touchdown out of the Chargers and Patriots, good freaking luck. I will also say today, the quarterbacks, somebody's running one in today. All right? And let's just take a look at all the quarterback odds all on one screen. Somebody's running one in today out of the quarterbacks. All of them have been running in touch. Who did I miss? Jalen, Purdy, Drake, Herbert. Somebody's running one in today from the quarterbacks. I can't even look at it. Oh, there we go. Straight. Let me zoom out a little bit. How's this look? Oh, there we go. Oh, I like this. I like this view. I think we might have found something. It is wild card week. It is the wild card week, and I might have found the best layout for these live shows. And it makes me, oddly enough, it makes me excited for this fall. Like, I wish I had this all year. What was I doing? This is beautiful. You can see everything I'm talking about. Why didn't I do this? I'm so annoyed with myself. How's it look for the site? Donuts. You dummy. Oh, it's so clean. Bummer. Oh, I'm so distraught. What else can I show on there? Hold on. Let me check another app. Oh, it looks great. So much better, JT says. Best look. Watch my phone. You're able to read everything and still watch chat. Let's go. This is it. We found it. This will be the view I use for the rest of the playoffs. This will be the view I use in the offseason for NFL videos, live shows. I'll probably have a few. And then, hey, if you like this, I can imagine this view being one of the primary views for this upcoming fall. Oh, man, I'm jacked up right now. Like, I'm trying. Such a small thing. Like, I know most of you do not care whatsoever about what I'm talking about right now. But for me, like, where I'm always like, let me zoom in here. Let me minimize this. Let me screen size this. Let me use this format, this screen. Let's see this one. Nope, that is the best. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. There we go. Best mobile view experience I've seen on YouTube. Great find. Let's go. Good. I'm glad it looks like. So only issue is YouTube chat is on same side, not an issue on mobile though. So, well, predominantly mobile viewers are who watches. So, but yeah, that's interesting. Man, I can't win. I guess if I really think about it, someone's view is always screwed up. Gosh, no wins. Okay, back to Q&A. Sorry, that was such a side tangent. 823 people on YouTube, 704 on X right now, and I'm yapping about live show overlays. Ask your questions. Who to locks? I've given them all day, CG. You tell me. Who are your locks? What do you like today? Who the locks? Yeah, this view makes me happy. What happened with a touchdown parlay? I mean, listen, I kind of talked about it at the beginning of the show. It's not like regular season. We've got, 16 games regular season. So many spots and targets and options. Like, a lot of it has to do with the odds, the, people making trying to break records, people trying to get their contract touchdown and set, like so much plays. NFL playoffs is literally like, who's open? Fullback dive, whatever gets them in the end zone. Nothing else matters at this point. But touchdown wise, Christian McCaffrey, Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Travion Henderson. All right. Those are my favorite four. Let's look at it here. How about this? We'll do it here on Novig just to see. Let's just see. I think it was not Saquon. I think you're running out A.J. Brown. Listen, I know how well Ramondre's running, but Travion had 2 touchdowns inside the 5 last week, and I think maybe that's his playoff role. And that's a plus 1270 parlay for what it's worth. Let me zoom out. That's very zoomed in. What was I at? Let's go to 150%. There we go. It's much better in the eyes. Yeah, it's a sprinkle, right? Like if you come back to me, you're like, donuts, your parlay sucked. No touchdowns. Like, I was not going to make one for a reason. It's the playoffs. Like, you good luck betting on these touchdown props in the playoffs. They're guesses. Correct. I agree right there, Giovanni Warren. I think playoff touchdowns, you're guessing. You are guessing. It's not matchup dependent anymore. Contract stuff, like it is straight up like straight up guess. They're my best guesses. And, what I do like a lot about a lot of these players is we're getting decent odds for plays that usually are pretty juiced up, right? Like a Josh Allen rushing touchdown during the season, minus 160, minus 170. Saquon, same thing. CMC was like minus 220, minus 230. So, yeah. Travion, great odds. Very similar to what he's always at. You want the absolute like degen touchdowns for this game, okay. It's Stephon Diggs inside the red zone, a veteran getting open. Go to the Niners game. It's A.J. Brown, George Kittle. Go to the Bills game. Excuse me. It is, where is he? Kincaid, insane odds, and T-Law. That's almost a plus 20,000. Let me zoom out a little bit more. There you go. Hey, you can see all 5? Oh my gosh, this view is so nice. Are you kidding me, man? I didn't do this all year. That's like absurd. That's an absurd view. I'm so happy. Kincaid at plus 260 might be my favorite long odds touchdown on the entire slate. Oh my gosh. How is he a plus 260? That's the play for me. Boy. Plus 280 on FanDuel? Woo. One second. Checking a message here. Take care of something. And we'll get back to it. I'll leave that up there. That Kincaid play is actually fantastic to me. I actually really like that Kincaid play. I honestly thought that would be like a plus 140 or something. It's kind of absurd odds, right? Like, what is that? How is that so low? I gotta type something. Hold up, my friends. Excuse me. All right, there's an assist under today for the props model that just was posted by Freak, and the results for a assists unders this season for that market, because that stuff matters to me. 71 and 35 overall, 67% win rate for plus 21.13 units profit. That's pretty darn good. Let me write that up. 71.35 overall for plus 21.13 units profit. Okay, cool. Let me post that on Tails. It's already been posted inside Discord. And back to our show. Thanks for waiting. Yeah, I mean, Kincaid has been often injured all season. It's not like anything new, you know? He played last week, looked great. He was a full participant this week, and he's off the injury report. So there's a lot to like about him, you know? There's a lot to like about Kincaid. I think he's being undervalued because of the injury-riddled season. But when he's been active, he's the primary pass catcher. He's an athletic, big-bodied tight end for the red zone. Just a lot to like. Do I think the Bills win? Yeah, I mean, you're asking, you know, I'm a Bills fan. I can't help myself. Like, yeah, I think the Bills win, but take that for what it's worth, man. I don't know. Did Ty Johnson's status come out? I have not seen anything pop for Ty Johnson yet while I'm doing the show. Oh yeah, Dalton Kincaid definitely the best pass catcher for the Bills. Was that anytime touchdown or longest touchdown for anytime? That's an anytime touchdown for Dalton Kincaid. That varies. I think NFL this week, like 6 or 7 from me, 3 more from the model. NBA, I personally posted 2 last night. I bricked them both 0-2. I had LaMelo Ball over 7.5 assists, and that game was a 50-point game by halftime, and he only played 23 minutes. He had 5 assists in those 23. He would have cashed if we had a normal game out of him. That sucked. That was super unfortunate. I also had Stephon Castle over 6.5 assists, and he finished with 5 and sat the last 8 minutes of the fourth quarter. I don't know why. I'm not sure what happened there. I can't project that. It's one of the first times he's not closed out a game. And he only played 27 minutes. I don't know why. I don't know what happened there. So, yeah, I went 0-2 on NBA. So 2 picks in the NBA. I had both my NFL straight picks went 3-1. So those are my personal things, model and picks. Yeah, it's 50-point game, CG. I mean, how do you bet on the NBA right now? It's disgusting. Can I tell you something? It's absurd. 78-30. It was a 78 or 88-37 game at one point. I don't know, whatever it was. The Hornets scored 179 points. Starters didn't touch the court in the fourth. Good luck betting on that. You'll like this stat, Chris. The NBA right now this season, players are missing 28% more games this season compared to 2 years ago. No, not just that. Players are missing 28.5% of all games. An increase over 2 seasons ago, which was an all-time high. Like, it's the worst state the NBA product has been ever. I think it's so bad. I floated this topic out there in Discord chat for VIPs the other night. That I think the NBA's players union is kind of sending a message or something. Bingo bongo. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a circus. It's a circus. Lemon Tiki. Keep talking NBA. He's got to bow out for a minute. It's just like, why are we? You saw that? Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's like the NBA betting has never been this volatile in history. I'm at my lowest win rate in 5 years of NBA. I've been between 60 and 62% every single NFL season or NBA season. Excuse me. Oh, Ty Johnson's out. Someone posted it in Discord. Crap. Unless I don't know if that's verified, but somebody posted that on Discord. Anyways, my NBA 60 to 62% win rate. 5 seasons doing this. This season it's like 57.8%. Now, people who watch this are like, 57.8%, great win rate. And you're right, it is. Overall, still elite. I'm still up like plus 17 units. However, it's the most volatile 57.8% win rate you'll ever see. 0-2, 0-5, 0-4, 6-1, 5-0, 3-1, 8-1, 1-7. Like, I can't predict it consistently right now. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And like, I can't identify why. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, why'd this guy not play his normal 8-minute rotation in the fourth? I don't know. I don't know. The data wouldn't tell me that beforehand. So I don't know. Like, it's absurd. It's absurd. You cannot rely on anything right now for that sport. It is awful. Thoughts on Devonta grabbing a touchdown today? I mean, listen, it's a dart throw, right? Like, nothing in this matchup says Devonta is going to feed today for me. Like, nothing really screams that. But who's to say he doesn't? It's the playoffs, man. It's the playoffs. Everything points to A.J. Brown, but, again, whatever works, whenever it works, because all that works is the only thing that matters. It's the playoffs. Win or go home. Yeah, listen. Not a big sports betting conspiracy theorist, but the NBA makes me wonder sometimes. I'll just say that. I like a veteran that's comfortable with Josh Allen in a win or go home game. I do. Gabe Davis is a sneaky guy for a touchdown as well. They've tried to throw him a couple slants inside the red zone. He missed a touchdown, I believe, last week or 2 weeks ago. He had like a 20-yard, beautiful catch down the right sideline, tackled inside like the 2-yard line. I couldn't get there. Very close. 3 best touchdown scores from the Bills. I mean, that's a lot of touchdowns. Kincaid, Allen, Trevor Lawrence. It ain't you, Demise. The sport is rough right now. No doubt, Michael. Thank you very much for hanging out today for a bit. Gabe, plus 1,500 for 4 catches? Woo! That is nice. That is nice. On Tails today, I actually posted a free post, and I'll drop this link right here. I posted a free post that you guys and gals can go get at your leisure with 5 betting cheat sheets for NFL. Go check it out right there. If you want it, it'll help you. There's a parlay pieces cheat sheet, bunch of stuff. And I'll be posting more today, most likely. I'm going to try, I should say, to do NBA as usual, just to try to help the best I can. Just Ben, the NBA should just understand, man. The NBA is it's in a sad state of affairs right now. The entire sport, the league, 28.5% of all players or all games have been missed. I can't even remember what the stat was, and I'm misrepeating it, so whatever. Cough, cough. Yeah, it's been a joke, man. It's disgusting. It's gross. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just so sick of the volatility. CMC 2+ touchdowns today. Not a bad angle. Not a bad angle. Travion Henderson 2+, CMC 2+, Josh Allen 2+. Yeah, you want to look at the cheat sheet for today's video? Let me take a quick peek and see what I can do. That's what I'm here for. We're 90 minutes into the show. We still are hovering around 800 viewers on YouTube. You're absurd. All right, listen. Okay, so this is one of the screens where it does not look good. Does that look okay? Right there. Does that look okay? I had to zoom out. What's my zoom? 100%. Okay. Let's do this. What's up, Jack? Dalton Kincaid touchdown loading. We're going to move all these quarterbacks. See if we can make a quick little parlay. All right. Go Jacoby. I'm going Kincaid. Go George Kittle. That's a plus 126. Nice little builder. I don't know how. I don't know, guys. We're 90 minutes in the show. I'm getting tired. If you can't tell, starting to get a little fatigued. You got bonuses you can use. Yeah, I could easily see something like this occurring. My brain's fried, guys and gals. My brain is just fried at this point. Real quick rundown. Y'all ready? I got no coffee left for that energy boost. I'm 3 deep already. Should I bring the puppy on one more time? I'm going to get the puppy. I'm getting the puppy. Getting the puppy. Yeah, it's definitely going to happen. Hold on. I'm going to go get the puppy. And I'm going to run down one final time, game by game, about 2 minutes, rapid fire. Get your listening ears on. You don't want to miss every single thing I've talked about as fast as possible. We're getting the puppy, though. Well, lost that battle, and the dog's not coming on the show again. He's sleeping. So let the puppy sleep. Did he get mauled by? I'm back, but puppy ain't coming on. All right, let's do it real fast. Bills win. I'm a Bills fan, massive Bills fan. I think no matter what you choose today, you could go money line of the Jags in the Bills game. You could grab the under over, whatever you think, and then alt the spread plus 7.5, plus 3.5. I think you're going to have a close scoring game. My current opinion, as of this morning, Bills win under 51.5, Jags plus 3.5, something like that, plus 1,000. That's a lotto. Don't hold my feet to the fire over that one. Trevor Lawrence, Dalton Kincaid, Josh Allen, my favorite 3 touchdown angles. I think Trevor Lawrence runs the football a lot today. I actually think sneakily Josh Allen could throw the football a bunch if the Jags' top run defense shows up and holds James Cook under 80.5 rushing yards. Is very interesting. Ty Johnson being out, James Cook, 3+ catches, 20+ receiving yards. Something like that could be interesting. Jacoby Myers, 50+ receiving as well. Niners, Eagles. I think Niners could cover this one. You could tease the spread if you want. You could go with the Eagles money line. I still think they win the game. A.J. Brown, if they throw the ball at all today, is going to be the main benefactor. And the other side, George Kittle, 20+ yard catch. Looks very interesting. Brock Purdy rushing yards is in play for me. CMC rushing or anytime touchdown is very interesting as well. Sliding down to the Chargers. Just like Brock Purdy and Trevor Lawrence, I like the rushing yards for both Drake May and for Justin Herbert. I think Travion Henderson gets the lion's share of the carries for the Patriots today over Ramondre Stevenson, who I think could get more receptions, 2, 3, 4 catches today. 15+ receiving yards seems way too low for an original line. 14.5, too low in my opinion for Travion Henderson in a playoff game. Ultimately, I think both quarterbacks run the football more. If the Chargers throw the ball at all today, I think the veteran presence in a spot like this for Keenan Allen likely gets the majority of the targets, catches, and potentially even yards. 3.5 receptions, 33.5 receiving yards, something like that. They're all interestingly low to me. Touchdown-wise in that game could be very tough. Travion Henderson had 2 goal line plunges last week from the 5 and the 2 yard line, cashed them both. That's interesting. Kind of makes me concerned about Ramondre inside the 5. Interceptions, I think that we could get one today from Herbert, who threw a pick, I believe, in 12 of like the final 15 games. 11 of 14, something like that could be interesting. So anyways, that's everything as fast as I could. I probably missed some key things I wanted to talk about. It is what it is. It's going to be a fun day of football. Hopefully you enjoyed today's show. If you did, come back tomorrow morning at what time? 10 a.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Eastern right here on YouTube Monday morning for the Texans on the road at home, on the road against the Steelers. VIP link down below. Profit in 15 of 18 weeks. It was a banner NFL season, my best one ever, and hopefully it continues in the playoffs. So far it has. 3-1 yesterday, NFL. The model, if you played it, which I have not for 2 weeks now because the end of the season is tough, and the playoffs, I think, are hard to predict for modeling. However, the model went 5-1 yesterday, cashed money lines both, cashed both totals, and missed on only the Rams spread. Got the Bears spread right. So take that for what it's worth. VIP link, first link down below, also pinned in chat. See you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. Let's get paid. Take care, my friends. God bless. Be kind and bet responsibly. Freaking bet responsibly.